So far, I don't think we've seen Psyche Locks over 2. I guess it is case 2.
Oh god, she's crying now.
Ah!
I guess I just can't hide anything from you, you know?
All this time, you've been working for men you hated?
Uh-huh.
Can't even imagine what that was like.
Miss Keys, my mother left me when I was very young. I've lost a lot of people who I loved. I know what it's like to lose your family.
Shut up, Marla.
And murder, it's not something you can get over easily. You never do. I was only 5 when it happened, but it still haunts
You
me.
look older than 5 in that picture.
Just a little bit. My daddy was a judge who sentenced some Rivala's henchmen. The family didn't like that.
Ah, what is with the lagging?
I don't know. It's not lagging on my end. End of the line lock.
Please, not here.
Good a place as any. Daddy, who is that man?
Please, not in front of my daughter.
She'll have to learn someday.
What?
She'll have to be shot in the head someday. Daddy! Jesus. Eek.
Somebody cut him with a broad... Oh, okay. Somebody cut him with a broadsword?
The killer was never arrested, and the statue...
The statue...
That's what it says, statue.
No, it says
of litigation.
Yeah, the statue of litigation.
I wasn't wrong. The statue of litigation's passed a long time ago. He'll never be punished for it.
That's actually the statute of limitations. But I don't think now's the time to be correcting her on that.
The Rivala's family are such creeps. They have all their henchmen and use them to do all the dirty work. No.
No?
It wasn't just one of his goons. Parker killed him. Oh,
What?
Okay. That's...
What do you mean Mr. Parker killed your father?
I know it was him. He was there when Daddy died.
Absolutely certain. Was there a third person?
We're gonna go through this shit again. It was a long time ago, but there's no way I can ever forget that. I can see him staring down at me as if it was yesterday. There's no question in my mind. The man you're defending is a monster. He's evil. But nothing will ever be done about it. Because of you legal people and your laws. The statute of litigation says that once 15 years has passed, a crime never legally happened.
How old are you again?
It's been 19 years.
So you're 24?
25.
Okay.
Do you want to try telling me that my daddy was never shot in front of my eyes?
No.
Because of that law, the police aren't able to lift a finger. Parker is able to go on and live his little life as if he never did any wrong.
What? Well, no, Parker can't be Galante. So is Virgil Galante?
Virgil... I don't know. Everybody's Galante. It's a fucking, V for Vendetta shit.
You must really hate him.
Of course I do.
Well, maybe Parker actually is Galante.
But do you know what I hate even more?
And
I hate this.
Virgil's out, like, pretending to be him while he's in jail.
Getting high while he does it. I hate the system that allows men like him and Rivales to roam free. I hate the police who were too scared to confront them a long time ago. Nobody's actually ever done anything to fight those evil beasts. That's what Nick and I are trying to do right now. No, you're all content to sit behind your little lawyer's benches and shout and point fingers. Finger pointing didn't bring Rivales down. It was a blade to the chest.
It was
Sir
a blade to the
Galante's
throat.
Sarah, you're getting everything mixed up. I think you're the killer. Sir Galante is the greatest thing to happen to this city in a very long time.
Murdering people is no way to solve a problem, no matter how terrible they are.
Rivales would have gotten the death penalty anyway, had he ever been taken to trial. Is it really so much different?
Well, kind of, yeah.
He got what was coming to him. He deserved it.
I don't think there's any point in trying to argue the matter with her. Well, that's one mystery solved. I think this case is finally starting to make sense.
Okay.
And now she's back to crying. Go to the rooftop. That's new. I don't think I found all the answers out there yet. What? I should keep looking. Okay, I should keep looking for more clues and solve any loose ends that might be left. So is the rooftop where we end this?
We can't go to the penthouse, so let's leave. Detention center. No.
No. Black's apartment?
Black. Virgil, dude.
Dude, my fucking throat hurts.
You don't even know what's happened, dude.
What about that bong? Hey, Mr. Wright. Just got back from visiting Wayne again. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions again. Go ahead. I got nothing to hide.
Nobody said you did.
How was your visit to the detention center? It went real good.
Real good.
I've been there about 7 times in the past 3 days.
Oh, 7? That's more than we've talked to him.
Hey, he's my buddy, remember? I gotta do what I can to help. You're a very loyal friend, Mr. Black. He's lucky to have somebody like you. We're real open with each other. I'm probably the only guy out there who understands him. What do you mean by that? Do you have any idea how much stress a job like that makes? Everybody's always scared of him because of his job. Nobody out there seems to realize that he wants nothing to do with it. He talks to me all the time about it. And he tells you about what goes on with the Rivales family? Yeah, dude. Wayne tells me everything. Everybody needs to vent occasionally.
Nick screams at the tree in her office. Don't scream at Charlie.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I hope Mr. Parker never has to resort to that.
Dude, that's like the last thing he has to be worried about. His boss, the police, and now this Sir Galante creep? He's got it pretty bad.
Wayne's World!
Wayne's World! They couldn't resist, huh?
No, I was expecting it at some point.
Mr. Parker seems to have a lot of trouble in his life. You don't know the half of it, dude. I just wish there was more that I could do. He told us he's been meaning to quit for a while. Yeah, his shirt-faced boss was always hanging stuff over his head. He was way too scared to do anything, especially when it was mistletoe.
But that's all over now, right? And everything will be better?
No, it doesn't end here.
Why does it never end, Black?
That Sir Galante guy isn't gonna stop until he gets every last one of those Rivales people. Don't you see how much trouble Wayne is in? I was about to say that didn't work. He doesn't have anything to be worried about.
Use take 3.
I didn't actually finish the take. I'm gonna be sure that we catch Galante before trials tomorrow's over. Sweet, dude! You're the thing, dude. I know I couldn't. Real brave of you.
Did you say it? You cut out.
You know, Sir Galante. Who's around killing gangsters, flying out of windows and all that? Dude's a complete badass. Suddenly I feel very faint. Dude like him probably be waving out if somebody tried to confront him. He kind of already did. If he knows you're on something, he try coming after you. Suddenly I feel even fainter.
Phoenix, don't worry, we got pillows all over the place for you.
That takes so much exhalation. Like I said, dude, real brave of you.
Mr. Black, are you saying that Sir Galante would try to kill Nick? I thought he was supposed to be a hero.
Right. People get tested when the heat's on. You can say how you react. He wouldn't go against his own rules, would he?
Maybe he would. Maybe he wouldn't. Party on, time excellent. Okay. Examine the bong again.
You go to the rooftop now?
I hope so. Oh, we can talk to... Ow.
Who was the guard?
Sorry, sir, but the detective's refusing all visitors.
I don't think Waters wants to talk to us again.
Okay. Maybe criminal affairs, but... Okay, yeah. Okay.
Alrighty then.
It's weird.
We had to go talk to Black and get no new information.
Nick, look how high up we are.
What's
Is that a pumpkin?
That's what I was looking at. I'd rather not, thank you very much.
This is even higher than we were in the penthouse.
Find a happy place, this would be me!
Nick, you fell off of a fucking bridge. You fell so far you landed in the water, you got out with a cold. Nick, look over there.
I see it! I see it! That thing's the size of a freaking apple, what? I thought I'd lost you forever. Don't ever do that again.
Don't ever.
By the way, I was totally
taken
going
by
for a
birds.
silver. I was totally doing a silver from Sonic 06 reference. I see it!
Find a room, you two.
Okay.
Taken back from Dumb Bird.
Dumb Bird.
Oh, hey. I mean, Sir Galante's back.
Examine the
Maybe.
piece of paper.
Oh.
Hey, it's that bird.
No, I want revenge on the bird.
Throw your badge at it.
I wonder what it's doing all the way up here. It's being a bird, Maya.
It's showing us evidence. Get out of here, shoo. Nobody likes you. It's like I'm
It's
talking
rude.
to Kratos.
That's the same bird that was with Sir Galante, isn't it?
Dumb bird.
Do you think it might be his pet?
Hear that? You're nothing but a stupid bird.
Maybe it's his faithful sidekick who goes everywhere with him.
Don't take people's attorney's badges.
Maya, will you slap
I
Nick?
feel like we're having two separate conversations.
Nick, stop shouting at the bird and pay attention to me. Oh.
What? Dumb bird.
Okay. Oh, okay, that piece of paper. Oh, that's not a piece of paper.
Okay, it looked like one. That's a fuse box. And there's the thing that made the power outage happen.
No, what's that funny thing on it?
I'm not sure.
I'm not an electrician.
Looks like an EMP. I don't think they normally have stuff like this.
I'll pick it up. I want to know what it is. Ah, what'd you do?
I don't know! I just touched it and it happened.
Fix it.
Don't look at me! I'm a lawyer, not an electrician. Then Obadiah comes up here saying, "Who the hell turned off the power?"
No clues here.
There's freaking wire on the ground, dude. What? Really?
I did. There's no clues. I guess that's it. Nope. There's more stuff. Door.
There's a step ladder. 30
Oh.
stairs to get up here and 30 more to go down.
The elevator's out.
It's times like these I'm thankful for elevators. Seriously, that cord has to be something. Like, try the tip of it or something.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Pixels.
Does this seem out of place to you?
No, it's kind of normal.
I can't really see any reason a giant rolled-up cord would be here on the roof.
I wonder how long it is.
Maya, don't run so fast up here.
Whoa, Nick, look at
I
this.
fell off the roof.
Bird, catch me. There's still a lot left, too.
That's nice, just please don't stand so close to the edge. I know she's just doing that to bug me.
I'll bet this thing could stretch all the way to that building across the street.
It's almost like that's what happened. Wait. Could it be? It is!
Well, what do you think this thing is here for?
That's a good question. This cable is completely out of place here. Looks like it can be combined with something else.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Really? A strange object, strange device.
Maybe.
How's that a device? It's a
Maybe this?
3 pieces of string.
Oh, no, I see it. It is a grappling hook. Is that brown piece? That's the strap, and then this
How did it get
long metal
broken in
piece.
freaking 3 pieces?
I don't know.
What about this?
Isn't that the thing I found in the vent?
It looks like these little doohickeys could snap around it.
Little doohickeys. Oh, no, it's a harness.
I didn't think that looked like metal. There.
I don't know. Looks like a bungee cord.
But it didn't look... Oh, well, I guess it was cabled. Whenever I saw the cable, I thought it looked like a fishing wire. It's like...
So did I.
You're not gonna bungee on that. Don't get any ideas.
Why not? That'll be fun. Do it, Nick. I nominate you first. Here, give it to me.
No.
Do it. How do I look?
No, it looks kind of big on you.
How dare you? It's not a problem. I'll just tighten the straps a little. I'm going to go try it out.
Maya! What? No! Get back here!
It's okay, Nick. This cord looks strong enough to hold me up.
You're completely missing the point!
Love Maya.
That was a light one, so I think that was a woman.
Yep.
Sarah, why aren't you back at the reception?
All the lights in the building just went out. I was going to check and see if something was wrong with the fuse box up here.
The fuse box? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yes, Phoenix Urkel, you did. Feeny weenie, you shouldn't be here. Don't you know it's dangerous to play on rooftops like this? You might fall and smash your precious little body all over the pavement.
Oh, that's a Maya.
Put your arms down.
I'm not really the one you should be worrying about.
Nick, who's that you're talking to? Oh, hi, Miss Keys. Oh, it's you.
Didn't we just talk?
What are you wearing? It's a bungee harness. I think you two should leave.
Huh?
Okay. I'm going to have to ask you two to leave the building.
I'm sorry, Sarah. Is there...
Miss Keys.
I'm sorry, Miss Keys. Is there something we did wrong?
This building is a crime scene. The prosecution wouldn't want you meddling with the investigation.
Meddling? I have just as much of a right to investigate as they do.
Apparently not in this universe. Please leave now. Sorry. I'm sorry, Phoenix. It never would have worked out between the two of us.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
I was expecting her to, like, slam a sledgehammer down on us. I guess we can't go back in there anymore.
No, I'm guessing Miss Keys would be waiting at the reception desk if we were to try.
I didn't think she would get so mad over my harness like that.
Not your fault. You couldn't have known. She turned hostile as soon as she found out that we were investigating the roof.
Nick, do you think...
After today, I don't want to make any judgment on that until I know for sure. We'll have to see how things play out. Sarah, what are you hiding? Why does the Magasama just kick in when it's convenient?
Because it's a plot
Just
device.
say, hey, did you kill him? And if they say no and a lock appears, they probably killed him.
Oh hey, I might actually get to hear the objection.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying... That's why I was asking if you wanted to switch off.
Are you ready, Nick?
I didn't expect that investigation to take that long. Just
No.
about. We learned a lot of new things yesterday, such as...
The harness?
The harness and the fact that Miss Key's father was killed.
And Parker was there.
Yeah, that's all the things we learned.
We didn't learn shit from Virgil.
Things that bring a completely new meaning to everything.
Careful today. We don't want to reveal that the police force were working with the Rivales family.
Why not? Don't worry, I'll be careful how I handle that.
We don't want all the cops to be shunned. The police would never be able to recover from a scandal like that.
They're gonna
And
do it
fire all
again.
the people. Fire all the people.
They're gonna do it again. Speaking of the Mafia, where's Mr. Parker? He should have been here a while ago.
You're looking for the defendant. He's probably in the prosecutor's lobby. He's being prepped for his testimony.
So, Prosecutor Williamson is going to have him testify today.
Guess so.
Do you think he really killed him?
No, I don't believe that he killed Rivales.
Not Mr. Rivales. Miss Keyes' father. There's no question in my mind. The man you're defending is a monster. He's evil.
Why did the voice change in his head? If he did, I'm not sure there's much we could do about it. The statute of limitations has already passed.
No, it's the statue of litigations.
The Statue of Liberation.
How could he do something like that? Maybe you shouldn't defend him anymore.
I couldn't do that to him after coming this far. And anyways,
I need to get paid.
apart from Mr. Parker, Detective Waters is currently the top suspect.
Trucy's magic money is running out. That's right.
I don't know, in the other universe she's pretty freaking famous. If we were to stop defending Mr. Parker now, somebody else would take over.
There's so many times you can do the dick guillotine magic trick.
And I can't guarantee that they'd be pushing for a happy ending for Waters.
It's all up to us then. Let's do this. Oh, Jesus goddamned Christ.
Okay.
Nice Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy!
He's dead.
Today I'm gonna have to prove... I'm gonna have not one... What? I'm gonna have not one person to prove innocent, but two. Hopefully I can pull it off.
Are you ready, Garcon? We got this.
I'm interested in who did it. I mean, obviously, Sarah is definitely suspicious.
I think the judge did it. Court is in
I think
session.
Gumshoe did it.
Mr. Williamson,
I have
it is
an
to
idea. Like, I have something in my brain, but I don't know if I'm right. I want to see if I am.
I have numerous ideas. It is to my knowledge that you wish to have the defendant testify today. If what we discussed yesterday is true, then there's a good chance this man saw Detective Waters enter the crime scene. That goes completely against the prosecution's claims that the defendant was the killer, though. That is irrelevant. As prosecutor, I must find the true culprit. If that happens to be a man I've worked with, so be it. The truth is absolute. There are now two suspects in the case. One of them did it.
That just means they'll both try to incriminate the other as the culprit. We can't trust either of them.
What's that, right? You don't think we can trust your client? You think he's a liar?
Well, that's not exactly what I meant.
Stop twisting my words around, Obadiah. then do you think it would be a mistake to put him on the stand?
No, of course not. That was a dirty trick, Williamson.
Mr. Wright, what is your opinion on this?
I have to trust Mr. Parker. I have to believe he isn't going to lie just to get off the hook. The defense will allow Mr. Parker to testify.
Very well, proceed. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh god, I gotta remember his voice. Wayne Parker. I'm an ex-mafia enforcer.
These voices are very similar.
I know. I worked as one of Mr. Rivale's top men. A filthy occupation. Please don't say that. Your poor choice of career is not what matters here, though. You are here because you witnessed something very important. That's right, sir. I saw him.
Oh no.
I saw the detective go into the crime scene. He looked scared out of his wits. Could you tell us more about this? I can do that.
Let's do
He
it!
looks like he has fangs for some reason. I passed by the detective as I was leaving the room. He went in
Full
about the
Obadiah
same...
there.
I know, it's weird. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. Went in about the same time I went out. I knew that Mr. Rivales had been expecting somebody, so I wasn't too concerned at the time. It wasn't until later that I found out he had been killed. Fuck voices. Fuck it all.
This testimony is fine for Mr. Parker. But it makes Waters look even worse than before.
Witness, was the victim dead when you left? No, sir. So he had to have been killed after. This Detective Waters fellow is looking more and more guilty. Like any testimony, this must be thoroughly examined to make sure there are no contradictions. Yes, I suppose so. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Hold it!
Hold all of the things.
When somebody's trying to get on the elevator and the door is closing. Hold it! Are you sure it was Detective Waters? Are you sure, though? But are you sure it was Waters?
He's that other guy who testified yesterday, right? The one who arrested me?
Yes.
Yep, that's the one.
How were you able to tell?
Huh? Oh, well, I saw his face, I guess.
Rats. I mean, the power was out. Wait, he saw his face?
Contradiction. Fuck it, press.
Yeah, let's just wait for now. When was that?
It was sometime during the blackout.
When you showed up around 5:30, your meeting had only lasted for a few minutes. That would mean the blackout would have just barely started by the time you left.
That sounds about right. I didn't stick around for very long after that.
Where did you go next?
Home. I was rather upset about how my meeting with Mr. Rivales had ended. He means how Mr. Rivales wouldn't let him quit.
This man can't seem to get a break in life, can he?
This is Wayne's World, after all. It's a shitty one.
You knew he was coming?
Not the detective specifically, but Mr. Rivales had mentioned having a meeting with someone that day.
Would the receptionist have known too?
Sarah? Well, yeah. It was her job to know stuff like that.
So Miss Keyes knew that Waters was supposed to meet with the victim. That means nobody had to do any sneaking around that morning. This changes everything.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Nick?
Probably. And no burgers. There's only one reason why she would neglect to mention she knew Waters was there.
I want burgers, though.
No, you'll have miso ramen and be happy about it. Was he dressed normally when you passed him?
Yeah.
Then how do you explain the photo taken by Cody Hackins?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It sounds like somebody recorded that in their bathroom.
The same explanation used yesterday can still be used now, albeit with a different person.
The The one about how he entered the room twice, once from the hallway and once from the roof?
That one. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with this theory?
Yes, Your Honor. The problem is with...
The victim, the killer, the witness.
the witness. The witness? No, it's not who I was thinking.
What exactly is the issue with him?
He's obviously just lying to cover for himself.
Why? Is the defense suggesting that their client is committing perjury?
Yes,
Oh.
that's exactly what I'm What was that for?
Good job, Maya. What do you think that was for? You're going to get Mr. Parker convicted if you keep that up.
Sorry.
Don't do it
Did you
again.
just hit him?
Yep.
Okay, I won't.
See, this is why Maya's great.
Maya would never do this in the actual game.
She got pissed off enough. Nick, do you think that Mr. Parker's lying to us?
I don't think so, but I think he's just mistaken.
I think Phoenix is a little bit mistaken.
Certainly hope so, at least.
Well, then that means there's still a contradiction in there somewhere.
But where?
Who knows?
Go back to the last thing again and press it.
That was the last thing, right?
I don't know.
Fuck it. Press everything.
Just keep clicking. What are you doing?
Usually when I hold.
Hold it!
How do you explain the photo taken by Carter Harkins?
Okay, so he's the witness. I guess Rivales is the victim and the kill. I guess they're the killer. I don't know. Unlike before, you aren't the one being accused here, Mr. Parker.
I mean, it's not like we're losing points after this.
Yeah. Yesterday, the theory rested on the assumption that you were able to smuggle in the armor over the course of several days. This wouldn't be possible with Detective Waters.
What do you mean?
Since he didn't work in the tower, he would be immediately noticed. I doubt the family would have enjoyed the presence of such a fine, upstanding detective as him.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
I'm being serious here, dumbass. There's no way he would have been able to sneak anything over a period of several days.
Okay.
What?
It's the Hawk. The Hawk is watching.
What proves that he wouldn't be able to sneak over a period of several days? The security camera?
I mean, I would assume so, because they would have captured
I
him
guess.
lugging the armor around.
As we all know, blackouts are a rather rare thing. They don't exactly happen every day. You see where I'm going with this? That means any other day the security system would have been fully functional. My client went there every day and would look at... My client went there every day and would not look out of place. Detective Waters, on the other hand, would have attracted a lot of unwanted attention. He couldn't sneak himself in there, much less a suit of armor. He couldn't sneak himself in there, much less a suit of armor.
Why, that's right.
And I don't think I need... Is it just on my end, or was the music going, like, really fast?
I think it was on your end.
And I don't think I need to remind you.
It's just really funky right now.
The defendant just testified that Waters was not wearing the armor when he saw him. If that's the case, then how did it show up in this picture?
Does it really matter? It's there either way. See, there's the cord right there.
Somebody... Oh.
Somebody managed to smuggle it into that building. Well, Mr. Wright, who did it? A third person.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gotta be it.
we're saying that neither of them is the killer, so it had to have been a third person.
Phoenix Wright, you are
The
accusing
asshole
another
is-
person. Another person of murder. What? Somebody else besides the defendant and the detective was in the penthouse? That would mean that there was a third person.
Was there a third person, though? That's what I just said.
But was there a third person? Do you know who this other person was?
No idea.
Good job. Well, that doesn't help us at all, now does it?
Maybe it doesn't. But I think I have something that will.
You do? Show us. I'm excited.
Both Detective Waters and Mr. Parker were in custody yesterday. And that time, something happened which neither of them could have done. Somebody tried to remove something.
What was the thing that somebody tried to remove?
Gun?
The blood skull.
No, the blood skull was put in the other building. Or maybe...
No, I think he's just asking something in general. Because they were both in custody. And this wasn't brought up at all.
Well, I mean, if you think so, then go ahead. I don't know.
I don't know.
I zoned out and I didn't pay attention to the question. This.
Oh! Hank Hill, get out of here. What is that?
This, Your Honor, is something that we've all been searching for these past few days.
That is Galante's symbol. Where did you find that?
In the abandoned building across the street from the Rivala's tower. It had already been erased when I arrived. I was only able to find it using luminol.
We were missing a bottle of that at the crime scene. Did you?
We don't need to get into the specifics of how I found it.
Well, you couldn't scrounge up another bottle of luminol?
The point I'm trying to make here is that the scene had been tampered with only recently. Neither Waters nor Parker could have done it.
Then who did?
The person who put it there. Sir Galante. He tried to remove the skull to throw us off his trail.